Hello. You're probably watching this on Wednesday. It is the Wednesday comment review video. I'm going to go through comments from last week's videos. While there weren't that many videos, there was one video in particular generated a poop ton of comments, which was where I'm spending the most of the calories today, but I'm covering all the other videos as well. We have a little bit of everything today, so stay tuned, and if you want to be in this video in the future, just leave a comment. You might get in there. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and let's get started. Meti, as someone who doesn't play the game, I have to say this full art is insane. I hear a lot of people like Digimon art, like the card game art. For me, it's not for me. However, that's a very subjective opinion, and I do think Digimon has seven bangers that I find to be bangers, but that's it. So there are a lot of people that love the art in this game, so they can have it. They can have it indeed, because that's a very subjective thing. Next, Aragon Friedman. I'm glad the Marcus Tamer is the only thing I want from this box. Thanks, Bandai, for saving me from cuck-suming. Just buy the Marcus, man. Wait till the day it comes out, but then buy that Altart Marcus and save some money, and you'll be good to go. Shine Greymon. Love it. Next, Omnimon. LM is not worth at the moment. You run a big risk of pulling 1 to 3 buck Altart cards on those big slots with the boost and scrambles only covering about 30 to 40 bucks at the cost of the single box. You put something on. We'll just buy singles. That number is slightly inaccurate, but that's not really the point. What's the point is that this might also be a good sealed flip. I do believe you can open it for a reasonable, if you buy it for a reasonable price and do okay. But you really want to just keep them sealed and see what happens. As its first LM set, and you can't just find it anymore. A lot of premium there to be had. I wonder what it's worth right now. I should look it up before this. Oh well. Nick Steele. Mad respect for standing on your ground for price gouging. Mad respect for standing your ground on price gouging. This alone has made me stop going to my local game shop. One place was selling EX08 for 90 bucks flat before or as soon as you reported it. Meanwhile, my local shop sells it for 130 now. SMFH? Yeah, kill that noise. People need to realize that price gouging as soon as release or even way above market or retail value is scalping at this point. Oh, it's fucking disgusting. I'm very much against price gouging in general. MSRP should be the max. If you go above that for sealed product or not even card games general, anything that's like a sealed consumable, like toilet paper or microwave or a lawnmower. I was looking at lawnmowers the other day. Just manufacturer suggested retail price. Do not go past that. If you can get it for lower, that's great. But as soon as someone starts gouging, forget it. Forget it. Decaf Unknown. Virus Appeal needs more support. Maybe it does. I don't know. Wanger. I highly doubt this comment will make it to a future comment review, but in this case, hi YouTube! As much as I like the idea of how Dragon Link's deck works, though I wish there was a third Hina Kurihara variant in the future set non-promo. She's adorable, I'm sorry. Still seems like a little clunky in my opinion. Will new Hina make the deck more competitive? I don't know, but I know the deck will still be rogue. I think it's Shelby. Shelby can reply to this comment and tell you what Shelby thinks. All the merrier the Hinas, make it better. Make Dragon Links great again. Give more Hinas. Give more dragons. Ideally what they need is a way to play their dragons for cheaper. That would fix a lot of problems. But maybe a good Hina does that. Or maybe a good delay option. Like a good delay option for the archetype might help as well. And give everything else protection, because why not? Everything else has protection in this game. So, I don't know. That's probably the way I'd go to make the deck good. But I don't know. Edward Mendes. To be honest with you, Mario, I'm happy that you remind people for not buying the pre-sales. I wish I knew that starting BT7. That's when I got into Digimon, when I found out pre-sales cards. I come from Yu-Gi-Oh! and is thought those prices were normal. Yeah, pre-sales are bad. This is why I talk about them all the time. Because some people just don't know until they know. And that's the whole point of my Market Watch videos, right? This Edward Mendes character is a testament to the fact that the Market Watches do work, they do serve a purpose, and they do the right thing. That's all I'm going to say on that. Dratin. The Metal Greymon spike is mostly because of the OTK War Greymon on the X build. There has been some getting attention. There were a few people in the comments that gave me like 2 different reasons for why this could be going up. The other one was Magna X. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Enough reasons why that one Metal Greymon is going up in price. Sure. Okay. Emperor Greymon says, instructions unclear. Buy pre-sales? Someone says, buy pre-sales. No. Do not buy the pre-sales. Just don't do it. Captain OD, I'm calling it now. A purple base deck is winning Nats. Oh, twice in a row? Maybe. Someone here says purple hit so hard, but like, purple for the longest time has just been hit over and over again and still manages to come back. I would not be surprised if purple would win Nats because purple is always a contender. No matter what format you're in, some purple deck is always doing well. And now we get to the Digimon TCG Burnout comments, starting with the very bad one, which I'm going to fast forward to right now. This is from Zigzag. I can't say the guy's name. Guys, it's similar to Daily, why I quit Yu-Gi-Oh! Video and they still playing it. Don't take it seriously. They do it for video content once in a while. I'm not actually familiar with that space in the sense of those videos, why I quit Yu-Gi-Oh! That was not even the intention of the video. The intention of the video was to just share my own personal struggle with BT21 and Digimon in general. It's not meant for clickbait. It's not meant for anything like that. It's just genuine discussion around the topic that other people do experience, but I also I was going through it really hard. Harder than ever. But ignore this guy is my point. It's genuine content. If he doesn't believe it, that's fine, but I don't really care. We will get to my analysis of the situation after a week of making the video shortly, but I'm going to go through some more comments first. Okay, I put a lot. Unknown N666. This is like the 10th time you have been through this Mario. Stop speedrunning formats before they even come out, but also I don't think the game is very deep either. It would be nice to see some kind of interaction other than aces or floodgates to death. He's right about everything in this comment. I've done this before. I've never been burned out like this before. So maybe it's an extreme. But, it's the game isn't that deep. It's a very shallow puddle. I don't care what anyone says. I do not care. People will try to convince me this game is the most skilled game of all, and they can just laugh themselves away. That's okay. Daniel J. It might be that you do too much testing. Your testing group prints proxies and tests weeks before set is available. Would it be better to wait, or do your unboxing and craft the decks then start playing? Too much time of a format can sometimes cause this issue. Shame you are feeling this way as you have been a champion of Digimon for so long. Might be a case of a soft reset for yourself, maybe less testing and waiting for the set to drop, then starting. The droid theory crafting before the set drops and putting it in place when it drops. Hope this isn't the end of Mario and Digimon. It's not the end. Do not concern yourself about that. And yes, I don't play competitively. Yes, it has to do a little bit for market stuff. Kind of, there's a little bit of, if I see something works well, I might buy some cards or sell some cards if something doesn't work or whatever. The problem with this comment is whether or not I do it a few weeks in advance or the week it comes out or the day it comes out, it's still going to be the same method. It's just one is a few weeks in the past, the other one is at the present. It's still going to be the same problem. But let's keep going. Let's keep adventuring through this. Guys says, my big thing to avoid burnout is sometimes stepping away from a card game for a format or so. Sometimes I just do a different hobby for a week or two that isn't a card game. I will come back to this comment in a second, or maybe in a few minutes, but this is a very good point. Drunken Spartan. Anytime I experience burnout, I take a break by playing something else, then come back when you're ready. It's been 2 weeks for me so far. Warzone, Siege, and Halo have been a lot of fun. That's nice. That's enjoyable. Digi Core. This one's a long one, but it's important. You're still approaching from a competitive mindset. You've been out of the competitive scene for a year and a half, but grinding 40 hours on a new set before release is a lot if you have no competitive play coming up. Stepped away from competitive play after the first LA Nats. The grind burnt me out as well. Didn't play a game for months. People selling it all off. But then I decided to start playing casually, but with work and having kids, I can't commit to testing. That's why I signed up for your membership, and nice plug. Oh, by the way, by the time this video is live, I should have started posting my BT21 stuff on the YouTube membership, like decks and stuff. Um, so sign up. That's one of the reasons why I did this testing in advance. Just sign up. Let's do it. Anyway, so I can see tried and truly tested decks, then take the locals and walk away with a week after week with the wins. LOL. The group we have at locals has won regionals and topped others, so they are a decent bunch of players. A few get so tilted when I show up and win. But to take the win and watch them get so upset is bittersweet, so take some time, come back to BT1 I already thank you. Digi Core, you have a lot to look forward to. This is a really good story, right? You went to Nats and you grinded and then you want to play it all for a little bit, which happens. The pinnacle of the competitive career for most people is nationals, right? So you will put the most effort into that, which can lead to burnout in itself, which is problematic. And yes, I approach everything from a competitive mindset because in life in general, I'm very competitive. That's important. Radioactive. I don't talk to this guy much. I don't talk to this fellow as much as I should, but let's talk about it. I'm in a similar space right now. I really love this game and I want to continue playing it and see it succeed, but I really need Bandai to start massively slowing this game down, stop making everything immune. They need to remember there's 2 people involved in the game. This has nothing to do with Burnout per se. Well, I mean, it kind of does because it was in the same video, but yeah, this is true, right? The game needs to be workable for 2 players. You can't have one person playing with themselves at the table. That's just rude and dirty. Just don't do that. Just make cards that you can play with other people. Please. Just make the game better. Fix the game. Oh my goodness. And the last comment of the day is from SGT Roby Man. Is this because you got back into Yu-Gi-Oh? No. I'm not actually back into Yu-Gi-Oh. I played one regional just because my friends were peer pressuring me. And it was for fun. It was mostly the excuse to hang out with my friends. And will I play another one or two? Sure. But, do I have any interest? No. It's a nice chaser compared to everything else, but no. Not back into Yu-Gi-Oh, so that's not the reason why. So, let me tell you what I gathered from a week in the zone, out of the zone, the Digi world. I definitely did the wrong thing. I should have stopped at hour 10. My testing group should have stopped at hour 10. Hour 10 was when we figured it all out and we knew. But then hours 10 to 40 was fine-tuning and, finding text and trying different things and all this shit. That was the problem. If we had just cut it at 10 hours, it probably would have been fine. But we were like, nah, let's just keep going. Maybe we'll come up with the most broken thing ever since sliced bread. For me, that would be good YouTube content. And the point was to get ahead of the curve on this and promote deck profiles for archetypes that Japan doesn't have yet to actually add value to people in the game. But it's not worth it. It's I found out during testing. It's just, who cares? There's barely any events anyway. Whoa. It sucks. It really, really does suck. Anyway, I burned myself out. It's my fault. It's my problem. It's all annoying, and I should focus on just doing better things and not doing this kind of thing. So, you know what my problem is after some real self-discovery? I'm getting old. I'm 32. I'm turning 33 in July. I'm an old man. I'm getting there. I pull out gray hairs, not all the time, but regularly enough from the mirror. And I'm getting to the point in my life where I'm trying to build my wealth. I'm trying to build my thing. And, to top that all off with all this gratuitous testing for really no reason, for competitive sake of being competitive, even though there's no competitive plan, is just foolish. I need to be doing things in my off time that's not so serious, not so grind. Something I can turn to 11, but know that it's my own thing that isn't measured on a scale, which are events, then I can just do whatever I want at my own pace. Recently, I've taken up hiking. I've been doing a little bit of hiking. Did some hiking over the long weekend. I plan on doing a lot more hiking. And I have other hobbies as well that are less serious. Hell, I'm even thinking about going back to Pokemon Go a little bit. Just because it's not serious. Like, I have no interest in the battles. I have no interest in any of that shit. My interest is the shiny hunting, which I'm going to go back into for regular Pokemon as well. Still have a Master Dex to complete and all that. So, like, what's my thing here? I think I have a competitive mindset when I need to be calming the fuck down and focusing that effort on calories into the things that actually require calories to be focused to. And then, not spend my off time focusing calories for no reason when I can just be doing things that are more fun than not fun. Like playing Digimon and just getting OTK'd or OTKing people after you install the format is not fun, But like going walking for 3 hours, taking some pictures, getting healthy, maybe doing it with friends, that's fun. That's enjoyable. Or like spending a few hours just doing some shiny hunting or whatever. That's fun. Not serious. I think that's more what I need. That's my problem. So what this looks like, I don't know, but I'm not leaving Digimon, so no one should worry about that. I'm still here, and I'm still ready for the online client for that to come out. The idea is I should really cool off until then. But on the same token, the problem, which I discussed with someone over the weekend, was like, yeah, okay, online client will be nice and refreshing, but eventually it's going to be in the same place that current Digimon is, and then what are you going to do? Which is a very good point. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, that'll do for today, everybody. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!